Meanwhile, farmers in Mexico are suffering a flash flood nightmare.
We just saw over 120 people swept away in the Texas floods. Homes destroyed, families missing, futures changed forever. And I need you to hear me clearly. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to monetize this freaking tragedy. I'm here to create awareness, to help people learn from extremely difficult moments instead of repeating bad habits all over again. Because if I'm honest, even I'm wrestling with God on this. Because some of the people we just lost, and when we lost them, it shook me. So this isn't content. This is a call to responsibility before the next storm hits. This isn't fear-based content. This is real talk for grown men and women who carry responsibility. Because I've done episodes like this before. I reacted to these disasters, procrastination, the GoFundMe generation. And still, too many people are playing defense with their financial futures. They're waiting for tragedy to make them take action. And by the time they do, it's too late. See, you don't schedule your last day, but what you can do is plan for what happens next. So let's zoom out a second. In Texas, $20 billion in flood damage, and most victims were uninsured. In California, wildfires are burning so fast, insurance companies are dropping entire zip codes for even issuing insurance. In the Midwest, tornadoes are striking faster and harder. And what about the East Coast? Hurricane season is just getting started. The weather's changing and the economy is uncertain. And disaster doesn't need your permission to disrupt anything. Wherever you live, this applies to you. I know it's like to live life unprotected. I've been the broke United States Marine veteran, raising kids, single father, counting pennies, and hoping nothing happened to me. And I had asked myself, if I don't come home tomorrow, what happens to them? I wrote about this in my book, Faith Made Millionaire. So why don't I just talk about life insurance? I live it. I teach it. I help thousands of families every month put plans in place. And let me tell you, when most people reach out, it's usually after the accident. It's after the storm. It's after the diagnosis. And by then, it's too late. You don't buy a parachute midair. You get it before you jump. So let's clear this up. Life insurance isn't just about death. It's about making sure that life continues and goes on. It's so your spouse doesn't lose the house, so your kids don't get pulled out of school, so your family doesn't have to start over from scratch in grief and in debt. And if structured correctly, this right type of life insurance can support you while you're alive. You can access it for illness, for emergencies, and even long-term tax advantage retirement income. It's not just peace of mind. It's a financial shield. And if you're a business owner, this hits even harder. If your face is on the brand, your name is on the lease, your hands is driving the mission, well, what happens if you're gone? Will your team survive? Will your business continue? Or does everything you built collapse overnight because you're not here? See, this just isn't about insurance. It's about leadership. So let's bring this back to faith. Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. See, that's not about leaving behind chaos or excuses or regret. It's about leaving behind order, leaving behind provision, and more importantly, leaving behind peace. And James reminds us that faith without works is dead. You can pray for protection all day, but if God gave you wisdom and opportunity to prepare and you chose not to do it, that's not faith. That's neglect dressed up as spirituality. So here's where I stand on stewardship, on legacy, on faith in action. I don't just make videos. I build people up financially, spiritually, and generationally. Life insurance isn't trending and it won't go viral, but it's one of the most important grown man, God-honoring decisions you can ever make in your financial house for the people who count on you. If you believe in faith, if you believe in family, if you believe in protecting what matters most, do me one favor. Hit subscribe. That's it. Every week, I share insights that schools and even churches won't teach and banks won't promote. But if you're ready to stop surviving and start stewarding, you're in the right place. Let's grow together. Until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.